This is the exact type of win the Bruins needed. This was a big one against the Winnipeg Jets, one of the best teams in the NHL. They're number one in the Central Division. Bruins are number one in the Atlantic. These teams are built in very similar ways. They have some good offensive punch, but they're built on their defense. And this game made it extremely apparent. Looking at the shots by period, 6-5 in favor of the Jets, and then in the second, 10-4 in favor of the Bruins. But then the Winnipeg Jets in the third, it would be 11-6 in favor of them. Both teams finished the game with 21 shots. The Bruins would have some good surges, the Jets would have some good surges, but mainly both teams did a very good job at mitigating a lot of offensive opportunities. And while the 6-5 shots in favor of the Winnipeg Jets in the first period doesn't sound like a lot, there was 3 goals in that period, and 2 of them were from the Bruins. Jacob Lauko would start off the scoring, assisted by Frederick and Geeky, and then Nemestikov, assisted by DeMello and Ehlers, would tie the game up 1-1. A little over 4 minutes in, and you already got 2 goals. So you're like, wow, maybe this game has the opportunity to be a high-scoring affair. But things would settle down. Charlie Coyle would score with 1:34 left in the first period, and he continues his extremely strong season. Coyle has proven me wrong. He has filled that first line center role perfectly, and I hope he keeps proving me wrong. I'd love for him to score around 60-70 points, but we shall see how that goes. And then in the second period, both goaltenders would make some pretty nice saves to keep each team off the board. We would go into the third period, and while the Jets would test Jeremy Swayman, the only goals scored were by the Boston Bruins. Jake DeBrusk on a Winnipeg power play gets a shorty, and that was huge. DeBrusk has been skating and impacting the game. He has looked so much better in his last 10 games. You're starting to see the flashes of when DeBrusk was really hot last season. And while the Winnipeg Jets would pressure the Bruins in the third and have some opportunities themselves, the Bruins would score yet again. Brad Marchand, assisted from Charlie Coyle and David Pastrnak. With 55 seconds left in the game, the Bruins win this 4-1. This is a great signature win for the Bruins. They needed to have a good performance against a team like the Winnipeg Jets and build confidence. They have a very tough road ahead. They have one of the strongest schedules in the NHL. So if you can beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then beat the top tier teams like the Winnipeg Jets, you're in a good situation. Going into this game, this was a battle of 2 Vezina caliber goaltenders. Jeremy Swayman would get the better of Hellebuck on the night, making 20 saves on 21 shots against for a .952 save percentage. In comparison, Connor Hellebuck for the Winnipeg Jets, 17 saves on 20 shots against for an .850. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Hellebuck's one of the best goaltenders in the world and is still a front runner for the Vezina. But this was a great game with 2 of the best teams in the NHL facing off. I'd like to know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Who stood out the most to you in this game? I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.